Imagine Earth spinning silently in the vastness of space, a solitary traveler on an endless journey. From a distance, it's a blue marble balanced on an invisible axis, delicate yet resilient, turning with a steady rhythm. For eons, cosmic forces like the sun and moon have guided this dance, pulling gently at our planet, shaping tides and seasons. But now, humanity has become a force of its own, one powerful enough to leave a mark on the planet's very movement. Our relentless thirst for water has physically tilted the planet, nudging its axis ever so slightly. By pumping groundwater from deep beneath the surface, we've shifted Earth's rotational pole by nearly 80 centimeters, an astonishing feat for a species so small. No rockets, no massive machines, just the quiet, persistent work of water pumps scattered across continents. This isn't science fiction or a distant possibility, it's happening right now, a hidden consequence woven into the fabric of our daily routines. Every field we irrigate, every city we build, every drop we draw from the ground adds up, turning our collective actions into a global engineering project of unprecedented scale. We are now a geological force as powerful in our own way as volcanoes, earthquakes, or the slow advance of ice ages. Scientists began to notice the planet's pole drifting, a subtle but measurable phenomenon known as polar motion. Melting glaciers explained some of this mysterious movement, but not all. There was a missing piece to the puzzle. The answer? The vast quantities of water we've moved from deep underground aquifers to the surface and then out to the oceans. By tapping ancient aquifers, we've shifted mass on a planetary scale, redistributing Earth's weight in ways never seen before. For generations we saw groundwater as infinite, a hidden resource to be used at will. But we failed to see the bigger picture, the consequences of our actions on the planet's balance. Every ton of water pumped is weight moved from land to sea, subtly shifting the distribution of mass across the globe. The planet, like any spinning object, must adjust to these changes, rebalancing itself in response to our collective impact. Our actions, multiplied by billions, have changed the very balance of our world, altering the course of Earth's cosmic dance. It's a silent, steady shift, one we can now measure with satellites and scientific instruments, but one that remains invisible to most. Unwittingly, we've become engineers of Earth's cosmic balance, shaping the planet's future with every drop of water we move. Between 1993 and 2010, humanity extracted over 2 trillion tons of water from underground aquifers, an amount almost impossible to imagine. This water, hidden deep beneath our feet for thousands of years, was brought to the surface at an unprecedented scale. That's enough water to fill a fleet of giant tankers stretching all the way to the moon and back, several times over. The sheer volume is staggering, representing a global effort to meet our growing needs. Most of this water was used to irrigate crops, transforming arid landscapes into lush fields and helping to feed billions of people around the world. Our food security has depended on this hidden reserve. The rest went to quench the thirst of growing cities and power industries, fueling economic growth and urban expansion. Once at the surface, this water doesn't stay put. It enters the global water cycle, evaporating into the air, flowing through rivers, and ultimately making its way to the oceans, where it becomes part of a much larger system. But it rarely returns to those deep aquifers. Instead, it's permanently redistributed, leaving behind empty reservoirs and parched land that may take centuries to recover. This is more than just a loss of water, it's a massive relocation of weight from the land to the sea, subtly altering the balance of our planet. Imagine Earth as a spinning top. When you move the weight even slightly, the axis shifts. Our actions are nudging the planet's orientation in space. By moving so much water from land to sea, we've made our planet just a bit lopsided, enough to be detected by satellites orbiting high above. And this process isn't slowing down. Today, we continue to pump groundwater faster than nature can replenish it, deepening the imbalance. Each gallon we use is a tiny nudge to the planet's balance, a small act multiplied billions of times over. The cumulative effect is a planetary scale change, one that's reshaping the very dynamics of Earth itself. We never intended to tilt the Earth. This is an unintended consequence of our drive to survive, grow, and thrive as a species. But every change in mass, no matter how small, is recorded in the planet's spin, reminding us that even our most basic needs can have global consequences. For decades, Earth's wandering pole was a scientific puzzle, a riddle that fascinated geophysicists and astronomers alike. The question was simple: why does the axis of our planet shift ever so slightly year after year? Scientists tracked polar motion with incredible precision, using observatories, radio waves, and the latest technology of their time. They watched the planet's subtle dance, collecting data over generations. In the 1990s, they noticed something unexpected. The pole's drift suddenly turned eastward, a sharp change from its previous path. Melting ice sheets explained part of the shift, as vast amounts of water moved from land to sea. But that wasn't the whole story. The numbers didn't add up. Something else was moving the planet. The prime suspect, groundwater, pumped from deep beneath our feet for crops and cities. In 2023, a breakthrough study added global groundwater data to polar drift models, finally accounting for this hidden force. The result? The model matched reality almost perfectly, revealing the true scale of our influence. Pumping groundwater explained the mysterious drift, connecting our daily water use to the very axis of the planet. Nearly 80 centimeters of pole shift, about the height of a toddler, was traced to our water use, a staggering realization. Over 17 years, the North Pole's average position moved because of us, a testament to the power of collective human activity. This isn't a wobble you feel beneath your feet, but it's a change we can measure with remarkable accuracy. Our collective impact is now written into the planet's spin, etched into the very fabric of Earth's motion. We're no longer just passengers on Earth. We're part of the navigation crew, shaping the course of our world in ways we never imagined. Our actions are steering the ship, whether we realize it or not. Every drop of water we use, every field we irrigate leaves a mark. The science is clear. Our thirst has tilted the world, and the evidence is spinning right beneath our feet. An 80-centimeter shift may sound small, but in our high-tech world, even tiny changes matter. GPS and satellite systems rely on a stable planet. When the axis moves, so does our coordinate grid. Scientists must constantly update models to keep navigation and climate data accurate. If not, our technology and our understanding of climate change would drift out of sync. The axis shift also subtly affects climate patterns, altering how sunlight is distributed. It's another variable for climate models, another human fingerprint on the system. We're not just adding carbon to the air, we're physically changing Earth's posture in space. The consequences are only beginning to unfold. Our planetary tilt is tied to rising seas and sinking land. Pumped groundwater ends up in the oceans, directly raising sea levels. For coastal cities, every millimeter of rise increases flood risk. Meanwhile, drained aquifers lose support, causing land to sink, a process called subsidence. This double impact, rising seas and sinking land, accelerates flooding and damages infrastructure. The water we use inland can end up threatening distant coasts. The story that began with a wobble ends with real danger at our shores. If our actions can tilt the planet, they can also help restore balance. Smarter irrigation, like drip systems and soil sensors, can cut water use dramatically. Developing drought-resistant crops means more food with less water. We must treat aquifers as vital infrastructure, monitoring and managing withdrawals. Policies should limit extraction to sustainable levels. Managed aquifer recharge can help refill what we've depleted. Water is a global issue. Nations must cooperate, share data, and manage resources together. We tilted the world unintentionally. Now we must choose to balance it intentionally. The solutions are within reach if we act together. The story of Earth's tilt is a lesson in cause and effect. Pumping water, multiplied billions of times, has altered our planet's rotation. This knowledge connects our daily choices to the cosmic dance of Earth. We are the first generation to see our impact so clearly. Every decision about water matters, at the tap, in the field, or in policy. Individual and collective choices add up, slowing aquifer depletion and easing sea level rise. We are all crewmates on this spaceship, responsible for its health. The next time you turn on a tap, remember the journey of that water, and your role in Earth's story. We have the power to write the next chapter. Let's choose to do it with wisdom and respect for our only home.